Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit. It's your boy Sophisticated Jerk and Stanley again. So what's good, Stan?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
So all right, today, man, we got a good topic. I got my brunch connoisseur over here. You know, my man on the
Woo!
street, Stanley. You know, he be
Okay.
out here on these streets. You know, like reporting for us. So
Big
we're gonna
back
talk about brunch
activity.
today, man.
Big back, big back,
So you
big
said the big
back.
bags be at brunch.
Okay, because our back is loaded with fruits and snacks.
Mm, nah, I do, man. It's a nice little mix up. So yeah, you know, today we're talking about like men should avoid these brunches because recently there was this lady that came out with a video pretty much begging men to come to brunches and shit. So, you know, we're gonna play the videos. There's like 3 of them. So she was like definitely active on TikTok,
No, but
you
she
know, kind
wanted
of.
the men to be there. She
Oh,
wants
I know.
romance.
She was begging. There was definitely some desperation. And I did watch these videos before. Shout out to AL. We're on his channel. He played one of them. So I did go to brunch. I was like, I got to see what this environment is like. So I'll kind of give a take on it after we
Okay,
watch the videos.
okay.
It's definitely some bullshit. I mean, hold on. so, so, all right, let me play this first video. So, all right, give me 1 second. Yeah, Stan, you be finding all the.
Why don't men like brunches?
Y'all gotta start coming to these brunches. That's where all the pretty girls be at, literally. With their little colorful outfits. They take their hoodies off, their t-shirts off. And then that's where they be. All the working class women, nice nurses and stuff. Like y'all be missing out. Y'all gotta start coming to the brunches. Y'all love the gym shoes at night, but y'all don't want to come where the ladies be at, pretty and just ready to mingle. Come on, fellas. Like, I need the fellas, man. Is we what I'm doing something wrong? I just want to know why men don't be coming to brunches.
Now, she is my type or was my type.
That's your type?
Long time ago.
Sexy unread. You'll hit that?
No, dude, I told you I used to have a thing for like BAPs, Black American Princesses. So,
You said Black American Princesses Babs?
mm-hmm.
So with the red hair and all and shit?
I used to like that. Like they would go into the grocery store and they'll look at the like. I hope
Stan, you
my
wildin'.
pencil don't have no dairy in it with that little. So,
What kind of accent is that? Where's that from?
I don't know. That's why I like the Florida, New York. You know, the girls
Oh,
from
okay.
Brooklyn, girls from Bronx. I'm gonna say no, thank you a little bit. They're a little too tough, and definitely
That's too
girls from
toxic.
Philly.
That's too toxic for you.
Oh, they like to fight too much. Girls from Bronx, but like,
Okay. You said they gangster.
and
So
Philly.
you like them a little rugged, but not over. There's
I
a
used
limitation to
but
your
not
fuckery,
anymore.
huh?
Not anymore. Not anymore. But I used to. I used to. But like,
So when you
but
used to like this, look, I got to map this out a little bit, Stan. I have to get in your mindset in the past. So when you used to like these prototype of women, was your money a little low?
no. I mean, here's something about growing up in San Francisco, right? So San Francisco, like girls like that does not mean that they were like hood rats or anything like that. It was just like that was just the style. So like San Francisco, we had folks from the hood. That was one, and those of us that was either going to school or working. That was the middle part. And then number three was the ones that was like they were all white. They don't want no black friends. They don't want their white friends to bring new black friends in. So, and they did not talk to us unless they got a Negro wake up call, and then they went back to their white friends. So like that's the three population of black people that you had in San Francisco at that time. And a lot of times, like you want to do better with your life. That's how like some girls dress like. It wasn't anything bad or distasteful. So it was something like that. Like it was okay. I mean, that was like the style. That's like black style, right? That's
Yeah,
what I took it as growing up. But yeah, she's a cute woman.
the one
But
in the video, right?
yeah. To me, she's cute.
Okay.
She's cute. So I'm not
So
going
back in
to.
the day, are still would you hit it now?
I want to hit it now. I'm too far.
Okay.
I don't have no kids with her. No. Then she'll take me for everything I got. So
But would you be tempted? Like if you saw her,
no,
would you be like, let me talk to her a little bit, like get her mindset and
so
like
unlike a majority of these brothers out here in the world who have not learned from other men, I've learned.
Oh, okay, okay,
I
okay.
don't want to go fall into the mistakes of what they gone through. Maybe in the 90s, she could have got me and it would have been cool. Because that type, it used to work back in the day. Not anymore now. So, not anymore.
So you
Right?
said 90s, it would have been on and popping, but like
Nah,
current
nah.
times, like nah, you're a little more seasoned. You got some knowledge now. You done.
Yeah.
All right, shout out to you, Stan, for being honest.
So no blind faith. No blind faith. So,
Okay, okay. So did you sense was she pretty desperate in that first part? Would you say? Did you sense some
no,
desperation?
not desperation, but more concern, right?
You said concern.
More concerned, like why men not showing up. But like, here's the thing: like, no matter what, we going number two.
I'm just pulling it up. Go ahead, Cook. What?
I think like what people don't realize, like brunch culture has become something where it's like it's another thing that people have to do, but it's not allowing people to do it when they want to. So it's not like, you know, you don't make it welcoming. And it's not her, but I think the overall it's like when people want to hang out with their girls. So like, look, you hang out with your girls already. Let's talk about singlehood, all right, guys. So we don't be mad at me because we already know what the schedule is. Hump day, it starts on Wednesday. Then Thursday, because getting close to Friday. Then we go again on Friday. Then after that, we go again on Saturday night, all the way to Saturday morning. And now here comes brunch. Now brunch is starting at 11 a.m., ending somewhere at 4 p.m. And then we have the lounge on Sunday night. And then we have the startup lounge on Monday night. And then we have the carry you through the week on Tuesday night. We at clubs 7 days a week. People
So
tired.
hold on. When is brunch? Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday morning. We talking about
Sunday
Sunday
morning.
morning.
But what's the typical time frame? Because I was
like
looking at it. It was like
11:30 all the way up to like 3 p.m.
Damn. And you said it's a culture?
It's a culture because nobody goes to church. We're not going to church on Sunday.
You said brunch is a new church?
Yeah,
brunch is the new church, huh?
Church for decades. Like
okay.
Go to church on Sunday because you already drunk from the night before. You ain't getting up at no 8 o'clock for no service.
So real quick, is Unsexy Red? She's the prototype woman. She the prototype woman that's in brunch.
Cute. She's cute. She's cute, but like
she's a little bit, but yeah, you could definitely tell like your car is gonna get keyed. Tires will be slashed. Like vibe. That's what I'm getting. There's gonna be some drama in your life. You fuck with this. That's what I'm getting.
But did you deserve the key? Did you deserve it? I mean, like this is not. You just don't go around and be playing with every woman you meet. But like,
facts. Facts.
But I'll say this about her: like she's a businesswoman. I follow her page, so
she's a businesswoman.
Yep, promotion. She does a lot of promotion, so she's on her stuff.
So why is she fucking up with brunch? Why ain't she promoting that?
Because that's a business. There's a business for brunch, but what's going on? A lot of men not showing up for meetups. A lot of men not showing up for brunches. A lot of men not showing up for hangouts. A lot of men are not showing up.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Concern. I sense desperation. But let's go ahead and jump into part 2 real quick. My man said concern.
Of why men don't come to brunches.
That I got of angry black men dogging us out so bad, saying how we want y'all to pay for stuff and just the lies. If I'm inviting you to a brunch, that means me and my girls already got our tickets and our tables.
She
what
mad.
Do you need your stuff
That's
up? What's that little money gonna do? Majority of the women making more money anyway. So why would I care for that? All I said was we want to hang with y'all. Why I can't say we want to hang with the black men? Why can't the black men come enjoy a brunch with us and chill and just eat and have a good time? You be home by 6 and watch the game. Why would y'all rather choose being with all men? I never seen a world where men be so thirsty to just be with men and not women.
Oh, the shame and tactics.
When women invite y'all to something, we just want to have a good time with y'all. Why y'all so mad at us? That's so weird. And we the same skin. We supposed to be hanging together anyway, not against each other. It sounds like y'all don't like us. Answer that. Do y'all like black women still? What do we do? Because I know I ain't did no bad stuff to black men. Like, I love black men. I ain't never even dated a white man before. I'm so loyal. I understand that. Please, we just want y'all to hang with us. That's it. Have fun with us. What's wrong with that?
Stan.
Okay. This was loaded. There was a lot of things there. You got a pen and paper? So we can make sure we can answer all her questions. The
Okay,
last
so it started off. There was a little bit of
There was some shaming tactics that was there.
Oh yeah, no, it was like three different levels. She was like
Yes.
confused. She ain't even know how to stick with one of them, so she just like, "Fuck it, I'm shooting them all off in this video."
That they're not fun. That was one. Two, we don't like black women, and then three, we like to hang out with dudes.
Yeah, the old like, oh, why are y'all, kind of like
Oh, and
you
then
guys don't
number
like
four,
women. That's really what they were saying.
They make more money than us. Number four.
Okay, so
She
let's
said
run
that we got little money, and they already got their tickets.
So what was one again?
I think one was we don't like black women, right? Oh, that's number two I put on there.
Yeah, you put that number two.
Number two, one was, hold on, let me see. Read it. Read what we got. El Pi, come to me. Go ahead, read what we got.
It's I know you said we don't like the black women. Two, they got more money than us. Oh, they're not fun.
They're not fun.
That was
then we hang around a bunch of dudes. Then we like to hang around men.
Yeah, because they were talking about, so we'll just address some of them. So okay, as far as like they're not fun, you think there's some that's kind of valid?
Again, if you guys gone to brunch, it depends on the brunch spot you go to, right? Because every brunch area is different, and restaurants do brunches, and it's a culture, right? Because sometimes you just come, out of bed, you can walk in sandals or whatever. In other places, it's dress up. There's like a nice ambiance and everything else. And brunches are not cheap, right?
So what price range are we looking at?
You ready for it?
Yeah. Go ahead, give me the range. Let me see.
$25 to $300.
You said 25 to 300.
Yes. $25 to $300. Depends on where you
Let me write this shit down. Yeah.
Right? And it's not including drinks.
It don't include drinks.
Yeah.
You
get some water, but doesn't include coffee.
So them watered down mimosas in most places, that's not included.
They don't even serve bottomless mimosas anymore. You're gonna be paying for it. You gotta pay. Some of them gotta pay for the drinks. You gotta pay for drinks. And then some of them are pop-ups. So they might be an event, or one is like a shelf, or somebody's putting something together. It's a pop-up, so that might be $35, and they got big money from the juice bars and everything else. They can't really serve alcohol, if I remember correctly. Depends on if there's a license or not. And then there's other ones that's done at a restaurant or a hotel that's high end. I know we used to have a radio station here that hosted brunches on Sundays. And that one was $75 to $100 each person. Each person. And then on top of that, you've been getting no food to go. That was the messed up part of it. You pay all this money. I'm like, y'all gonna throw this away. How come I can't get a plate to go? But you never get a plate to go.
Okay, so we set the stage for the pricing, and that's a wide range. But like you said, I typically seen them like 60 to 80 per person.
Yeah.
If you're saying the high end ones and shit, that's like getting up there in
like it's because it's up there. Like the drinks and the whole thing, it might be included, may not. But like again, it's either it's connections, it's who's there, right?
So it's like a networking event, somewhat like a brunch mix.
Yes. Depends on what kind of brunch.
Yeah, because I'm paying over $100. Like there better be a seminar, and they better bring out Jay-Z. Like, after I eat my waffle, like somebody better be rolling out. Like
for $100, you won't get Ja Rule.
Yeah. So you bring out somebody. I don't give a damn who it is, but it better be some form of a celebrity, like special ed. Man, I don't give a shit. Like bring them out. Somebody better perform.
It's a whole culture there, because it's like, what I mean by culture, like people do a lot of things for brunches, and people lose friendships over brunches. Like if you didn't invite this friend over and all this stuff, people lose friendships over like not inviting people to brunches and brunch
Damn, it's that big?
parties.
Okay.
Yeah, it becomes serious. Like it's brunch culture is something. Like it's wild. And I think I sent you some videos of like some of
Yeah, I
the
was seeing some of the.
food.
Yeah, I saw they was over the top. But let me ask you,
Yes.
because the one point she made, she was talking about they're not that fun. So do you think
Did you hear what
women
she
are fun to
said?
hang out with in a brunch environment?
Okay. Did you hear what she said? And then you could go back to the game at 6. That shows that you do not know men. What game do we go back at 6 p.m. for? It is
Yeah, that's why
football
she
season.
lost me with that. She was like, "Hey,
See?
you could go back home at 6." So she done took up your whole day. You know what I'm saying? Your day allocated to a brunch. This shit is like
Oh,
a job at this
I
point.
tell you this about brunch. There's something people don't know if you're single, unless we gotta be honest here when you go on these dates, a brunch date. It's not just brunch. Because after brunch, you gotta walk it off, right? So you're holding hands, you walk it off, right? And then she feels like she want to get something to drink, and that's Starbucks. And you know, Starbucks is now like a medium is like $6. They want to get something sweet. Then after that, she want to stop by and get something light to eat for dinner. Mind you, you guys been eating, or we've been eating since noon, and now it's getting up to 7 o'clock. That's why, like, my trainers will call it, big back activities. So it's like,
So you're saying, hold on, let me capture this, man. So you're saying that okay, so this is sounding like a scheme. So now I see why they upset, because
why you call it
they're trying to
scheme?
lure you in just with the brunch with the shaman. So that's what she was doing. She's like, okay, I got to get these motherfuckers to brunch. Then, like you said, we're gonna go on a little walk.
Yes.
Then it's a Starbucks drink or like
You gotta get something to drink.
Orange Julius, some type of beverage, and then we're gonna get like
you want to get
a
something
rice bowl from some restaurant so I can act like I'm on a diet. But this is like, man, you done squeezed out like damn near like 2 meals during the day, and then hey, I'll let you go watch the late game. Because yeah, everything else comes on early as fuck. So
no, it's actually 3 meals, and you might not make it to the late game because I'm thinking she's getting this mixed up with basketball at freaking 6 o'clock, or like, like yo, when you watching football in this football season, we all know we don't do nothing on Sundays. We do nothing on Saturdays because it's college football. When it's the weekend, leave us alone.
But yeah, no, when I went to the brunch, like I said, man, I went in there, man, it was boring, man. It was a boring environment. And then I saw like groups of like females together, and like it was funny because like the ones behind us, I could hear the conversation, and it was about acrylic nails, and then the ladies were talking about their kids, their average ass kids doing just average stuff. And then, typically when women get in groups, there's the one lady that just they just have like a baby or something. And, they like announce everything in months. So you got to like do math to figure out how old the kid is. So they're like, yeah, my kid is like, it just turned 98 months. You're like, man, so you got to do math to figure that shit out and shit. This is like, could you just say the age?
Oh God, that kid
so
is like 7 years old.
Yeah. So that's how they be doing. They're like, yeah, you know what my baby did today? He finally ate food. So you're like, wow, man, like he average. Yeah, congratulations. So yeah, that's the conversations. So I think that's why she's actually trying to like lure guys in, because it's like they need a level of like excitement.
But nobody, like, again, brunch is really not brunch. I mean, there's some brunch, like hood brunch spots I've seen. I mean by hood brunch spots, like it's like a party scene, but then like
you said hood brunch.
Yeah, because it's a party, you got like a DJ and it's loud. But I'm like, yo, like, this is brunch. Like, I already had that loud music last night. Like, everybody's looking for this.
Yeah, you're like, I was just at the club. Shit, we gotta do this at brunch.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen again tonight. And then sometimes you're not there to actually enjoy the meal sometimes because it's just so much stuff that's going on. It's just like an overload. And I think like sometimes I want to target this towards the ladies, but I'm going to say as certain people. I'm going to put it like people that always wants to go out. Sometimes people want to relax and not do anything, just one day off. Like it's not healthy to constantly go around chasing vibes. At one point, you got to realize you're the vibe. Because,
okay.
you're here chasing vibes upon vibes upon vibes. let's be honest here. Like, have you ever gone to a nightclub before now? Like, nobody dancing.
Said everybody in there texting each other and shit in the club.
Oh,
Huh?
not even that. It's even worse than that, right? The floor is sectioned off. Like people are sitting down to little tables and little chairs. Remember they used to have VIP section, which was up above the crowd.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look down at the little people. I'm like, ugh,
Mm-hmm.
right? But now what they done is they section it off.
So you
Nobody's
can't see nothing. Like you don't even get the like the exclusive shit. Like you said, like they had to look at you, and then like you said, you damn near like looking at them like you peasants. So you
yes.
don't even get that thrill no more going into the VIP.
No,
Yeah,
man,
you might as well be in the main
now
section and shit.
are you getting like people asses in your face because you're sitting? So now they just walking or they standing in front of you or back of you. It's like, yo, this is garbage. Like, how much you pay for this section? Like, everybody get a little section like 100 to 200 or probably 5, right? Just to be at a table and sit down and that's it. I think like what people gotta understand, like people just burnt out, and a lot of times people not reading the room, and like brunch is not fun for men. It's just not. And
So you're saying it's just boring overall. It's just like a boring event. And
I go there for the food and I leave and I'm done. But I don't want to do it every week. Every week it's expensive if you
it's like
do it
a
every
month
week.
thing. Like you're like, look, man, maybe every month, but yeah, I'm not doing this every like week. Like
No,
this
no,
is
I'm with my trainers. This every month stuff. No, I can't. Again, it's nothing but big back activities because you eating all this rich food that's nothing but sugar. And then on top of that, I'm getting caffeine afterwards, which now spikes me up. And then on top of that, I go ahead and get something else that's light and sweet. Okay, with caffeine, then I'm going to eat dinner. I'm about to crash. I'm going to crash later and have to go back to work on Monday. So I have to say, like, yo, like, there's certain things you can't drag men to no matter what. And making fun of men does not help.
yeah, that's my thing. It's just like, man, if you are guys are bored to death of each other, just say that shit. Like, hey man, we're a little boring and we need you guys to like spice this shit up. Like, can y'all please come, man? Like we'll pay, man. We're not trying to get you guys to pay the bill. Cause do you think that's like, do you honestly think that they are looking for somebody to kind of step in and pay the bill a little bit?
No, what brunches, okay, depending on what brunch you go to. If it's a brunch time at a restaurant, then you get the bill at the end. But normally brunch events, you pay before you go in.
Oh, okay. So you just got to be slick when you go.
Yeah. So I think for her, she has one of those you pay before you go in. Now, with that being said, sometimes when you pay before you go in type of brunches, sometimes they run out of food. So you never
Okay.
food sometimes. You'd be like, man, I paid all this and I'm hungry.
So when you like, let me ask you something. Like when you go, did you ever go with like a group of females?
No.
Okay. Or have you ever like say like you went?
I went with a group of females before, and I'm going to say this in the nicest way before. I already know what's going to happen, so I got my drinking food at the bar. Because a lot of y'all, and I'm not going to say just females, also going to put men in here too. There's a lot of people that just dirty, and they go ahead and they do this thing and like, oh, we'll split it evenly. You up here having a lobster something. I just had a hamburger. We ain't splitting nothing even. I pay for what I pay for with my own money. I'm not going to come back. There's a bill for $2,000 or $3,000, and everybody somehow got to go ahead and pay because somebody decided to go ahead and order all these pictures because they had no money, but they got like, you know what I'm saying, rich people taste. But they had no money
I
in
see
the first place.
So they coming up there, they hoping somebody comes so they could like do the whole like joint bill thing. Cause you like you said, okay, yeah, damn that. No, but I'm just saying, cause like even like if you like, cause I saw a lot of tables of females, so yeah, it's just for the female asking like why guys don't want to come. It's like a bad environment because you're always gonna have the angry chick at the table that like even if you went to go talk, man, like she's gonna cop block or she's gonna be like mad because you ain't talking to her. So I think a lot of times women don't understand the environments that they create. Like you said, man, that it's just bad for guys. Like you said, it's overpriced waffles. So then it's a bad time of the day where like people. Oh, go ahead.
No, but if it's good, right? But like, it's not something that I want to do freaking every Sunday, right? But now they got brunches on Saturdays, right? So it's not something
Damn, they doing
that I
Saturdays too?
want to do, right? And again, it's like one of these activities where it's like, yo, what y'all gonna leave for y'all man? Do y'all want a man? Like, there's certain stuff where like, can you go get a man? Go get picked. Go get a man or pick one. You know, like go get a man and do these type of activities with your man.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of time brunches is supposed to be intimate. Like I did this with my ex-girlfriend, and we
Yeah, I'll
always
go
used
with
to.
my wife, like you said, yeah, but I wouldn't be going there to hang out to meet people. Like you said, this is a bad place.
No,
Like,
because it's not never supposed to be like. Sometimes like if I hang out with a group of guys, only like 4 times in the last 10 years I've done this, right? Well, I hung out with my friends, and because we had like a busy lifestyle, Sunday was our day off, and we met up for brunch, and 'cause that's what they call it on Sundays, not breakfast, it's brunch, and there's a long line. And we went to one of the little diners, so we went to nothing fancy. With my ex-girlfriend, we always picked different locations once a month to check out different brunch spots, and I was grateful for her for doing that because I got introduced to a couple of different places and food that I'll never have eaten if I just stick to IHOP and Denny's, right? So like it do
those are my
serve a
spots.
purpose, but I think a lot of times women do you like men because everything that you do is always with other women. It's never that thing
Mm.
to do with men. Men, if we hang out and attacking men relationships, yo, like we don't see each other all the time. We don't. We don't do book clubs. We don't do hike clubs. We don't do running clubs. You know what I'm saying? We see you when we see you.
Yeah, don't shame us because y'all boring, man. God, that's the part that irritate me. It's like, man, just admit your flaws, man. Like, nah,
Yeah,
because
and guess what? With us, right? We're not sitting down like SJ, go ahead. Like, I'm mad you ain't give me no gift. What? Like, what's this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't go around like trying to like make you broke. Like, that's like if you got me right, I'm gonna see what you ordered. I'm gonna order the same or order less. I'm not trying to break you and then order like side plates for my kids. Like, no,
but
there's a
just to
certain
also
tact.
to top it off, like what you saying, man, it's just the hours too. Because you figure Saturday, man, you're kind of like you're recovering from Friday. So Sunday you might be going to church or you're running errands, you're doing stuff, you're cleaning up.
And
So
you
it's
need
just a
to make
bad
some
hours.
ready
And
for
then
Monday.
even like it's like you said, it's just like, man, football, sports, you're trying to wind down. So yeah, it's just for them to be like, oh, you guys like hanging out with guys, you don't want to come to our event. It's like, have they ever thought about like going to a sports pub? If you want to go and hang out with guys, man, go to that environment. It'll be funner. It's probably like way cheaper. Man, you can get pictures of beer. You could go out with the guys. You can watch sports. They got pool there. So it just would be a better environment. So it's like instead of them like conforming and going to the places guys are probably at, it's almost like, nah, come to our shit, our overpriced event, and I'm gonna shame you there. It's just like, man, it ain't gonna work. You look pathetic, man. So I think that's what's kind of happened in that video and stuff like that. It's just like, damn, why you gotta take a swipe, man? Just But hey, let me play this last one because it seemed like she quit. I think she quit brunches. She gave up. Yeah, because I'm like, damn, if all y'all money going to brunches, y'all ain't got no 401k.
Oh, there's more stuff I'll tell the money go to. But go ahead and play this video. And
Yeah, let me play this one real
I'll
quick.
tell you more.
Y'all been real sensitive and mad at black women and hate us, whatever. Fine. Y'all want white girls, go get them.
Damn, she went
take
there.
your money too. So what the fuck is you running from? This bitch go get you anyway. So I want to talk about pool parties. How come when black people have pool parties, black men never participate like wear swimwear? How come y'all wear regular clothes for pool
okay.
party,
Can we stop here?
but Mexicans
Yeah, I
wear
know what
swim
this like.
Can
She
we
just
stop? Can we stop? Okay, we're gonna talk about the black on black. We're gonna talk about the money, and we're gonna talk about the pool party. First of all, the black on black stuff. Come on, we have to got the.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. Women have went in on black men for almost nearly a century. Stop. We have got to just, ladies, you have to stop it. Just stop. Just stop. And we have to be honest here, right? If black men are not having fun, you gotta look at the type of black men you're talking to. Some of us, we just do want to have fun and be goofy and have fun. Yeah. But you can't sit down and group us all into one place, right? Just because we don't want to go to brunch.
But see,
It's okay.
Stan,
Go ahead.
I think the issue with her now, because like when I heard that last segment, man, it's not even about the, like I said, they're gonna, some people just throw the racial stuff, or they throw like, you know, you don't like women, all that stuff. It's almost like a bratty behavior, like a bad child that don't get their way. It's like, man, what can I throw? What allegations could I throw? Or accusations could I throw at
You
somebody
never
to,
loved me.
yeah, shaming and stuff. But it's just like, man, the sad thing is like a lot of times, like people are like, man, we don't ever have money. You know, we don't know how to save. So it's not always about fun. Can somebody just be responsible? Be like, hey, man, I'm not gonna go spend like outrageous amounts of money, like
Oh, you know that
at
sounds
brunch or at a pool party. How about I just stay at my house and I save and I'm trying to invest in like a
you know what that
property, or
sound like,
I'm topping off
SJ?
my 401k.
You know what that sound like, SJ?
What's that?
You know what you gonna get back when you say that? Just say if you broke, if you don't have it.
Yeah, but it don't matter, because most people that, you know, end up in bad situations, they when they have to look back, they're like, yeah, damn, I should have done all that stuff. So some people,
No.
it's just like,
What happens after that? They're gonna come to you and your wife and like, hey, I need to get a loan. You got it.
No, it's funny because you said that, man. It's like a lot of people, man, they do always like, you know, back in the day, they'd be like, man, y'all like kind of boring, y'all. But now that we got structure, like you said, some people be like, hey, can we get that loan? Can I speak to you? I got this business thing. I'm like, click. like I'm boring, you remember?
Yes. There's that fable of the ant and the grasshopper. And it's like you don't want to be the grasshopper.
Yeah, nah, but yeah, that's all it is, man. It's just like people like that. It's just like you said, it's like I'm constantly chasing fun. Like I like when you were like, hey, on this day they have this, Friday they have
Too
this.
much. It's way
Wet t-shirt Wednesdays, dot Thursdays.
No, not even that.
Fuck
So
off Fridays. It's like,
so
man, they got a day for every day of the week now.
Yeah, because on Fridays or Saturdays they have sipping paints.
You said sipping paints, yeah.
Events.
I thought those are those sipping
women are like
sucks?
throwing monies out. Like there's so much. Like where are you ladies getting this money to? Like it's a lot, right?
Stan, they put this shit on credit cards. That's what I'm saying, man. Like if you look at the debt stuff, because you know I'll be looking at this. Oh man, people are throwing trips on layaway plans, and that's what I'm saying. So all this stuff is just racking up. Then people got student loans. Then you know it's like mortgage. So it's just like everybody's just straddled in debt. So that's what I'm saying. It's like the guys like might just be responsible. So she's sitting there getting mad.
No. What she said that we got little money with your little money. That's what she put in with your little money. Y'all got your little tiny money. But I'm like,
watch when them companies have layoffs. She be like, she gonna be on in a car like you said, crying with Brittany Renner.
The Car Chronicles.
Like, oh look, I messed up. Where all the good guys at? That's coming next. Like, where all the good men at?
They're home.
I'm done with my self-love journey. I gave myself to God. That's coming next.
I'm gonna order a drink, right? And I'm gonna tell people because you know I'm an alcoholic, so I don't drink. But I just ordered like a light drink for my birthday. That thing came up to $24. And when that thing was this small. It was like this.
What kind of drink you ordered?
It was just a Caribbean drink. It was just small. It wasn't the price of it. I'm thinking at least it has some kind of ice. Even though it was stingy with the ice, they'll stingy with the dosage. Though like they put stuff on there. Like I forget what they call that, garnishments. And I was like,
yeah. They getting you nowadays, man. That's what I'm saying. You gotta hit up happy hour. As soon as you said Caribbean, they was like, oh. They were like, they probably looked at the bartender like, yeah, jack that price up. You better get an E and J. Ask for like, let me get bottom shelf. Don't put nothing good in this cup.
But that's the thing, it's like $25. And I'm looking like I could have made this drink at home for $2.4.
Yeah.
dollars at home. And I'm just looking like, yo, like
you was like, I could have drank some rubbing alcohol for this shit.
Okay, and then, you know, like people be buying bottles for like $200, $300 at the end of the night and just to throw it on the floor. And I'm looking at people like, where are you guys getting this money? And this is like a horrible culture to live in, to where you guys are wasting food and wasting time and wasting drinks and wasting money. Just wasting money. Just
Nah, but
wasting the
like you said,
munions
man.
on bunions. I mean, and now she's attacking us for how we dress. And I'm gonna say this the nicest way possible, ladies. Don't take it personal, because not only black women wear wigs, but a lot of y'all wear wigs and a lot of y'all wear extensions. A lot of y'all don't go in that pool water, huh? So I'm just gonna say it that way. So while I'm going to a pool party where nobody gets in the water, people don't know how to swim, you have no lifeguards. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I don't want to go no pool party. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, because I grew up in Florida. A lot of people don't shower. A lot of people don't get that water and rinse off the dirt, and they just jump in that pool. No, thank you. No,
You
thanks.
said that water dirty as hell, huh? Ain't that much chlorine in the world could kill all that.
Mm-mm. And then
No, I
people
just think
peeing in the
sometimes too,
pool.
man. I think when people go to pool parties, man, they just, because sometimes it's like a networking event. So it's just like, man, I ain't trying to be like all the way out there, at this type of event, because you don't know who you're gonna run to, if it's like a co-worker or something. So yeah, a lot of people just don't take shit into consideration, man. That's why I'm just starting to see, like you said, it's just that like YOLO culture. Like, I'm jumping out there, I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, it's
But
YOLO
playing
and
in for
also
anything.
FOMO, like fear of missing out.
Yeah, and it's just like, I think the issue she's probably running into is just like a lot of dudes that got their shit together is just looking at life totally different from where she's looking at. Like, man, I'm being responsible. I got plans and stuff I'm trying to get to, and yeah, it's just like I'm not just gonna sit there and blow all my money when I'm trying to like level up and do different things. So yeah, I think she's just not recognizing that. So it's just like, nah, I'm gonna shame y'all to this shit, but dudes is just
It's
at the
not
point
gonna
now where it's
work.
like, man, that shit ain't working. We ain't listening to that.
No, because like the thing about like when are you going to here's something like you talking about how we dress, right? A lot of times, you can tell me how to dress, or you can show me how to dress, or even better yet, you can gift me on how to dress.
You said gift me.
Gift, yeah. And a lot of
So
times
she
we're
says she
missing
gonna have to
like,
buy you some shit, huh?
but a lot of times, some of us we don't know, right? A lot of us we
Hell nah, the
only
jerk got style.
see.
I'll show up to a pool party with a suit on.
What, it's gonna be with short pants, looking like Richie Rich. Don't do it, sir. Please don't do that. Don't do
You
it.
said don't do it.
Don't do it. But like a lot of times, like get him a short set. A lot of times people don't know about getting swimming trunks. People are not used to certain environments because they don't know, and people are scared to ask because people don't want to show off. Like they don't want to show that they're sensitive and that that they don't know. But I think a lot of times we women, I'm going to ask you guys, like, look at it like gifts. Like if a guy don't know cologne or something like that, it's Christmas, get them that little box from Walmart, wrap it up, show him like some Axe or whatever tag, Old Spice. Guys need help. And a lot of times, little $10 or $20 outfit from Sheen is not going to break you, but invest in his life. Don't come here and criticize, because that's two times she made fun. Don't you guys like to wear something besides sneakers on the first video? Then she
Yeah,
came
she
to us
throwing all
again.
kind of shots, man. Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm
like
saying. I'm getting that bitterness. Like, I'm not getting the guy that I want, so I'm throwing all kind of shots. Like, damn near, you need to come to my environments that I like. Like, man,
yeah,
that
like
ain't how shit work.
yeah, ladies, like if you want men to show up, you really gotta be nice. Like it's because we don't like. Here's something that's scary, right? A lot of times it's like everybody got their hands out open. And not saying that it's just women, but it's everybody. You got bills, grocery store. It's so many people got their hands open just to take money from us. It'd be nice if somebody gave us something every once in a while. So if you're getting pushback, it's like people just tired of spending. And I don't know if people like understand that. Like you have to read the room. If you want a social event, you gotta make it like really cheap or free, or get people to buy in elsewhere to make it really social, and also break it up, because you can't have like, okay, look, 15 girls at a table. Nah, I need you guys to meet other women or other men here, because we need to get the social skills back up in society.
Yeah, but I think the biggest issue, man, honestly, it's just like if you want to go and intertwine with like a certain type of guy, like
Mhm.
she does, obviously, because she's damn near begging out here. It's like, man, find out where them guys go, man. Go there. Like, stop trying to pull everybody to your little shitty environments, man. Like, think about it. Like, if a dude got his shit together, man, he's hitting all those things because like most people got like a checklist with all their preferences. So it's like the guy you're probably attracted to, man. You need to go to the places where they go because
A
like
lot
he's
of time
probably
it's
not
not
going
to
to come
those
to your
places.
environments and stuff. You're not going to intertwine with him. So that's why like that, there's a lot of confusion because a lot of this stuff is like proximity. So she might not be in them areas, so she don't know. So she's just so mad, like, oh, y'all need to come over here, come over here. It's like, man, I got his shit
No,
together. First of all,
for
I ain't
us
going
that
to
got
no.
jobs, we can't do hood stuff because if Babette from HR sees me out,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be called in on
going to a
Monday.
swimming pool with a Speedo on, hanging out and shit. Like, no, I'm not going to that. But it's just like, man, when you busy, like you said, you're productive. It's like, man, you're not doing like all that. You might go and kick it once out the weekend, but it's just like, man, if you're hitting the gym, you're doing all this stuff, you're not partying every day. So it's just like, man, it sounds like she live a party lifestyle. So it's just like, man, the dude you want ain't doing it like that. So
No,
it's just like, man,
also
you need to go to the areas they're at, aka the gym, like all kind of other productive areas. So go find them. Like, stop trying to pull everybody to your environment. That shit ain't gonna work.
yeah, but I think like and also going to add, and also like the fact that men just not going to any of these events because also they're like to my events for like black tech events and other, like people go to black tech. I think that's coming up in November or over the winter, and how that's much more of a meat market because people are looking for like a man or whatever.
No,
It's a
that's a good
freak
point.
off,
Yeah.
right? It's a freak off, and then you got the other stuff that we have like the going up to the Tahoe. There's some events there, and again, there's another freak off. But one lady said, and there's another, and I might bring this up for next week. She said that a lot of times when you go to these single events, you're going there to make another best friend. You're not going there to get a man because the men are not going to show up. And so that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times these events are meant to be intimate and not meant to be a group activity.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
and
that's
that's
what
why
I'm saying.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's what because like think about it, right? Like a pool party, right? That's very intimate. Like unless he was in college, right, or high school. But really, like you're wearing a bathing suit and you're there talking to somebody at the grill. You're not really there to swim and do backstrokes, and you know what I'm saying. That's very low
Yeah.
key, intimate. If I'm looking at also the other stuff like brunch, when I went with my girlfriend, it was separate, or ex-girlfriend. It was like separate places we went to, but again, it was intimate because it was our time to sit down, catch up, and talk, and be in a
Yeah.
new environment and take a walk around a new neighborhood. Those things are intimate, but to make it into again a party and to make it into a vibe, I think those things are very different because then it's like you're running people away because I think deep down inside they probably feel like this needs to be intimate and not a group activity, and so they're not showing up.
Yeah, it sounds like Shorty want to hang out with like groups too much versus, like you said, trying to, like you said, develop that like relationship with somebody and stuff. So yeah, it's just like, man, ain't anybody trying to get pulled to that. But let me run through this last video where the lady wraps it up why black men don't want to go to brunches. So I think she's gonna break it down for the ladies. She's gonna give y'all some of that game.
Do to black men that was so bad. What do we do?
Men are not your guard dogs. Okay, let me give you an example of two sets of dogs. Okay, we're gonna talk about John Wick, the third one. Halle Berry had these two German shepherds. Man, them things were loyal. They jumped when she didn't jump. They were protecting their mama. If mama was hurt, they were hurt. They were on it. They loved their mama. They were loyal to her because she loved them. She took care of them. She brushed their coat. She fed them the best food, fed them the best water. Now, if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, there's a character called named Ramsay Bolton. He had two, except he starved his dogs. He abused his dogs. He kept them in a cage until he needed them. He starved them so that when he needed them to do what he needed to do, they would be hungry enough to do it. However, That ended up backfiring on him because his dogs had no loyalty. Therefore, when he was fed to his own dogs, they had no problems eating him because he treated them like shit. They had no loyalty to him whatsoever. You know what you women have done? You have put babies on men that are not the father. You have trapped men by lying, saying you were on the pill, by taking condoms, poking holes in condoms, or just doing all kinds of shit. You have cried abuse when there was none. You have cried wolf plenty of times. You have done all these things, and you all stand around and call each other queens. And when other women say, all men aren't like that, we're pygmies. But then at the same time, you get mad and we get picked to be the ones that they defend, to be the ones that they clap for. We're not pygmies. We're people, and we see men as people as well. You see them as your guard dogs that you keep in a cage and don't even throw scraps until you fucking need them. That's what you did. And if you don't see that, I can't help you. Because to be the
I'll pause it right there.
Woo!
Yeah, she was cooking a little bit.
Cooking. She fried it. She fried them. Just, ooh. If you feel some sort of way, examine yourself. Sit with it. Don't react. Examine. Just sit with it and just do some journaling. Do some self-examination. That's the only thing you can do. Don't be mad at us because we didn't say it.
Yeah, I feel you. So yeah, like we'll go ahead and get our parting words because I think we definitely covered the brunch scene. Thank you, Stan, for breaking that down for us. Walking us through the brunches. I'm definitely gonna avoid these brunches. Unless, you know, like you said, go out with the wifey and stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely overrated, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like,
no, but it's a good thing to do, right? But like to force it on people and to make people go is never, because we're already doing so much stuff, and also there's so much obligations we have. A lot of times, again, Sundays, that's a me day, and a lot of times people don't understand. Like Sunday, you gotta recoup and get ready and reset for Monday. Like it's not a day that people want hijacked.
yeah, I agree. But the biggest thing that I think, like this female that was in the video, they got to figure out is like, why are y'all so uninterested in each other? Because if it's supposed to be an event for y'all, why are you like low key want all the guys there now? And it's like, if you do want them there, that's cool, man. Because I think sometimes it is cool events when people are like, it's diverse, mixed up and stuff, but don't shame people into it. It's just like, hey, man, we want y'all to come because, man, y'all cool, man. Y'all know how to like liven up the atmosphere. It's like, man, you could take that approach too. You ain't got to shame some people because you don't want to come off and seem desperate. So, yeah.
I don't think men want to go because they don't feel safe. Because if you go, you're going to get rejected. And here we are in this time, this day and time, when you get rejected, you get recorded.
Well, man, I don't think a lot of dudes care about the rejection part. I just think, man,
they do, because if it gets recorded and you retaliate and they're like, oh, you dusty blah blah, and you say something back, then it becomes not only a meme, but it becomes viral, and then you don't have a job. You're really gonna be dusty. So
but
I don't know,
I get you.
You know,
I think there's a little bit of that, but I just think most guys ain't gonna go, man. They ain't just it's bad timing. It's just a bad environment. Because I think guys typically are gonna holler anywhere, man. Like you don't need to go to brunch to like talk to somebody. You could holler at somebody when you walking in a mall or something. Or you out and about. So I just think a lot of times females are like, well, we created this environment. There's a lot of females here. It was like, well, shit. There's a lot of females over there at that lounge that I go to. There's a lot of females at that bar that I go, you know, I was like, I ain't got to go to brunch. You know what I'm saying?
There are a lot of women at the gym, but like, again, but it's not black women, right? And so like, if we have run clubs now, right? And then somebody pointed out run clubs is actually just a dating club. I'm like, yeah, but at least people are being active, right? And but that's something they can do and meet up. But it becomes this thing where I agree with you. There's like, man, it's so much money being spent. I don't understand how people are not catching on. Like everything is going to cost you, but you're not meeting anybody, and you've been doing this for decades. You haven't found anybody. So why are you doing this? And certain things are meant to be intimate. Like I'm not supposed to be out here in a swimsuit freaking every weekend because it's summertime in a pool crowded with a bunch of humans who probably didn't shower for 2 weeks. Like I know people seen. I saw one pool party. I'm like, man,
So
SJ
you was
outside
out,
the
huh?
pool with her. I'm like, that's not blue, and that looked grayish. I had never. No, thank you. No, thank you. And everybody like I'm a germaphobe. I'm like, whatever. I seen some stuff. I'm looking. I'm not a kid. We all adults, and we see things that don't look cultured. We look at that. No, I'm not coming in this pool, and it shouldn't be 100 people in the pool anyway. I don't know y'all like
Yeah, I just don't
about
like crowded
butt.
ass
You
places
know
like
what
that,
I'm
man.
saying? Yeah, because it's like it's gross, but like you can't critique, and now you complain on how we dress. Sneakers at a nightclub. I mean, that's you guys who made the fashion statement. That's what you guys allowed. I don't know what else you're gonna be mad about. Like everything about a man, you critique. You get mad when we do stuff. If you keep on constantly critiquing us, we just cut you off. It's not about color, it is about attitude. And that attitude, we've learned to shut it down and move elsewhere and move in silence.
No, I agree with you on that. Yeah, I try to tell people, man, it's that sense of entitlement. Cause it's just like, man, if everybody's out working, you like you said, you get your downtime, man. Ain't nobody trying to spend that with somebody that feels like they're entitled, or you got to justify how you maneuver. Cause it's just
Yeah,
like, hey, man, you might go and like when I was going to in the office all the time, man, I had to wear suits all the time. So I was like, man, on the weekend, I'm not dressing up because I, so somebody can misinterpret it like, oh, this dude don't know how to dance. It's like, nah, or dress. I mean, it's just like, nah, I'm taking some downtime and shit. It's like, I ain't trying to dress up no more, man. I'm burnt out with that after, you hit Friday. You're like, psh, I'm chilling out. So a lot of people like that, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're around a lot of professional people that they might want to be kind of pull into these environments. It's like they don't understand them to a
yeah,
certain degree. So it's just like that lack of understanding it mixed in with that entitlement. That's why
yeah.
she's like, hey, y'all come to my events, do this, this, this. It's like, man, ain't nobody got time for that shit.
And before anybody come for us, right? You come from New York. Like I want to tell this to everybody right now. He's from New York City, a real city. I've been to New York. Y'all don't know nothing about no clubbing and no parties until you go to New York City. When they start at freaking 2 o'clock in the morning and it ends the next day at 6 p.m. and you don't know it. This is what New York clubbing does. This is what New York house parties do. If he says it's boring, he's saying it's boring. Because in New York, they know what they're doing. They know. Y'all can't come for people from New York. Y'all need y'all to go sit down. Y'all be all right.
But Stan, it's even like, man, the environment is it's laid back, man. You just chill out. People go from wherever they want to go and stuff, man. You do kind of dress up and stuff. So, that's
But y'all
kind of
also
the
still
vibe.
dance. And y'all still dance in New York.
Yeah, but it's like mellow, man. People don't be putting them expectations. It's like, hey, man, y'all just want to go out, let's hang out. Then that's the vibe, man. But it's none of that like shaming people. Like you need to go here, you need to do this type of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Shorty just struggling, and like you said, she got to sit down and figure that out, man, and
Or that,
learn like the people you want to target, like learn them and learn where they go, man. And you got to adapt to that instead of
yeah,
trying to make everybody adapt to you. The world don't work that way.
yeah, because like if all you got just ladies showing up to your brunch, have a sip and paint for the ladies on brunch. Leave us out of it. This is for the
Yeah.
ladies. This is football season, and ladies. I'm gonna give y'all some hints right now. Don't have no football event. I don't want to sit down with a bunch of dudes and paying to go. No, I got a TV. I already pay cable. I pay mortgage and cable. I'm good.
But now, don't you think that they could probably learn some guys? Say, like, if they did want to hang out with guys that bad, it's like you know what, man, gather up some dudes. Y'all know, like, look, man, we're gonna go over to this like bar. We're gonna get y'all some wings, some beer, man. Them dudes would be like, you know what, man, we're gonna roll with y'all. And maybe if they won that, I wouldn't want to go, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna pull some dudes in there.
Or you can make the wings yourself and bring it to my house.
I don't want these hoes in my house.
I'm thinking about like, I don't want to stay in traffic. I don't want to, because again, even the weekends now, it takes me almost 2 hours or hours to get home because of all these traffic. I
got you. Yeah,
you know
so now, like you said,
like, it's the weekend. Now I'm in traffic again on purpose.
Yeah, I got you on that.
Right? So I think a lot of times, again, if we're chasing vibes all the time, we have to look deep into that, because why are we chasing vibes? Like, you don't need a vibe all the time. Like, you got to look that in within yourself. It doesn't matter what's around you. You got to see that you're a vibe. So
yeah, especially her age, man, because she looked like she a little up there, man. Like, when you start hitting 30s, man, you got you got to change a little bit, man.
Oh man, this culture, we still like people at 50 plus and still seeking,
still chasing vibes, huh?
Oh, real quick, remember Sex and the City, right? You know, Sex and the City came back.
Yeah.
So now they're in their 50s, and there was this disappointing, like, people were disappointed because they thought that these women in their 40s that was always going to the club and always having fun was going to be the same way in their 50s, and it changed, and then people were disappointed. And I'm just like, yo, that's life. They grew up. Like, you can't always chase vibes and going to nightclubs and throwing up, and yo, that's not real.
Yeah, no, it ain't. Yeah, I never watched it like that, but yeah, they definitely was like crazy back in the day. I thought they tried to do that reboot. I was like, I can't do it.
Reboot is actually good. I have to say, like, but it's like if you watch it before, because I had an ex who always like get me to watch it. But I was like, it's good to see it
the
now.
old ex excuse.
But you know, she was like, I was misogynistic. I was, what she also said, I was machismo, misogynistic, frat boy. She didn't like how.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, she slapped all kind of labels on you.
Yeah, I was that guy when I got my first apartment. I was gonna get the dog playing pokers. And I was looking forward to. I was like, man, why can't I get the dog playing poker? I was going.
If I find out, I'm gonna send it to you, man. I think you need that now.
You know, the dog playing, like, got the little on his.
I know exactly which way you talking about. Yeah, that's standard. Like, my first apartment guy about to run through some shit.
Yeah,
painting. Yeah.
Really, because I've been dreaming about the dog playing poker in my house since I was like 4 years old. Because I had,
okay, so yeah, you.
And it was like, it was imprinted in my mind, I'm going to get that. But she took that away from me. But then she's like, you got to watch this series so you understand about women. And I didn't mind. And it was like, oh, okay. It was.
So unique. Did you learn something from it? Did it tell you about women?
I did. I learned something about it, but I wish there was another side to it. And it was like, if you got to the men's point of view of Sex in the City. Because there was like some strong guy.
Okay.
What made you do this? Like, how do you come back and take this on? Or why would you marry this one above all else? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? So it'll have been interesting to see that point of view from the guy perspective. But there were some certain, you know, episodes where I was just like, I'll go to the next one. I can't stomach this one. I'll go to the next.
Yeah, I might have to check out a couple of them. But all right, we'll go ahead. We'll wrap this up, man.
Real quick, season 2 and 3, go for it. Season 1,
Said skip that.
2, 3, and 4 was good. 5, I like, 6 was good. God but damn, 2, 3, and 4 were on point. 1, I like, oh, y'all just hate dudes. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But Sandry, ladies, that's a turn off for us guys. We don't like it.
Hell no. All that attitude and entitlement, man. Knock it off. Stop trying to shame a person to brunch. Just admit that you ain't interested and you guys are boring. And, you know, guys might come and like, all right, man, we'll liven it up for you. But
cook breakfast yourself, ladies. Cook breakfast and take us on the picnic.
Yeah, that too.
You know, drizzle.
You can do all that. Yeah. But all right, we out of here, man. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.